Campbell, Riley Moss. When you're going against guys like that every day, it just sharpens your craft and makes you that much better. And I don't want to say it makes it easier when you're going against other opponents, but it definitely helps for sure.
How involved were Keegan and Nico on the sideline last week, and how did they try to help the receivers out?
Yeah, they just saw they gave us some coverage tip-offs and things that they saw on the field that maybe we didn't from one side. When we're on the field, we're focused on maybe the near safety on our side or the near corner, but they're seeing the whole picture. And as far as Coach Copeland, too, he's up in the box and he can see the whole field. So I think they did a great job leading and just helping us with things that we maybe didn't see.
And are those some of the things you're watching on film, or what what were you thinking about maybe when you were watching last Saturday's film and how you can improve?
Just stuff that we maybe left on the field, and that's something we watch on film too. Just little things that we didn't key on in the game, or something that we could do better for Iowa State moving forward. But as far as South Dakota State, we're moving on from that, just looking forward to Iowa State.
You had a lot of receivers playing for the first time. There was obviously probably some first game jitters for everyone, but how do you feel like they handled that and maybe coming into this week feel more comfortable in their role?
I feel like they handled it great, man. I mean, I didn't see anything they did wrong. Alec Wick, he was blocking his butt off. Brody Brecht and Keagan Johnson, they came in when they needed to, and I think they did a solid job too. But I think they did an awesome job.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Brody making the depth chart for the first time? He's been injured since he got here, but somebody the program is really excited about. So what have you seen from him lately?
I think that's awesome. I mean, being a high school teammate with Brody and graduating with Brody and being a teammate of his for the last 2 years is awesome. And him dealing with injury ever since he came here. Last fall camp he couldn't participate the whole time, and then for his hard work to finally pay off, I think it's awesome and really just says a lot about his character and who he is as a person.
Yeah. Big body receiver. What dynamic to the offense do you think that he can add?
You see how tall he is going up and getting the ball. I don't really have that height. I wish I did. We were actually talking about if we morph bodies, we'd be like the perfect receiver. That's what he said. But yeah, just going up and getting the ball and blocking safeties, defenders, linebackers, even if he needs to. But just being able to do it all, really.
You said morph bodies. What qualities does he not have that you have?
That's what he said. He said he was like, yeah, just give you my height, and then if I had your your cuts and your speed, your agility, I guess. I don't know, that's what he said.
Offense obviously motivated to do something a little bit better this week. How has the tempo been in practice? How has the crispness been? Has it been a lot different?
Yeah, the tempo's been good, but with each week and a long season and at the start of the season, you just look to flush some of the things that you guys are maybe kind of talking about. I'm not saying you specifically, but I know there's a lot of negative stuff out there, but we try to stay away from that. But really just flushing the last game. We got in the film and watched a lot about it, but just focusing on the next opponent and just seeing what we can do better to be better as a whole unit, and just really applying that to practice as well too.
When it comes to the quarterback position, how much do you rally around the starter? Do you not try to pick sides? I don't know. How does that dynamic work when obviously there's calls on the outside for a change, but you want to back a guy?
Yeah, everybody in this program and in this building, we all have each other's back. We don't really care what anybody outside of it says. I know everybody has their own opinions, especially on Twitter or whatever. But that's what the free speech law is about. But yeah, we just worry about having each other's backs and just worrying about what we can do to be better for the rest of the season.
How's Keegan doing? This can't be easy for him.
Keegan's doing good. I'm just trying to be that voice for him mentally to make sure he's staying on the right path. But yeah, he's doing good, and I can't wait for him to be back out there soon. Hopefully.
During the summer and even thinking in the spring when he talked a little bit about the stuff he was dealing with, it was just he always seemed kind of down to me. It was bugging him.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he'd love to be out there and could have been used on Saturdays. Is that just, are you still rooming with him? And
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's just kind of Keegan's personality. He doesn't have a whole lot to say. He's really just about business, and he's more of a guy that likes to do stuff instead of really saying it. He doesn't have a whole lot to say. And a lot of people think he's mad or down, but that's just really how Keegan is. But I know he's pretty bummed that he can't be out there with his teammates for sure.
So just trying to do whatever he can do.
Yeah, he's doing whatever he can, and he's being a leader as well too. Even if he's not out there, same with Nico. They're just being leaders whenever they can, even without practicing.
How much of a bummer was that with Deontay Vines? Because it's kind of like he finally got his good chance in camp and then breaks his ribs.
Yeah, it sucks, man. I mean, he was balling out. I mean, on our chart, he probably had like 6-7 touchdowns at the beginning of camp, and it's just a bummer because the last few camps he's got hurt every single one. So I just feel for the guy, but he's going to be back this season. And he's going to be making a lot of plays for Iowa for sure.